Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a sparkly smoky eye for you guys. And first I'm just starting off with the Makeup Revolution Ultra Cover and Conceal palette and just covering up any blemishes that I have. Once that's all covered up, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation, and I am in the shade 125 Nude Beige. So I'm just taking that and putting it on my skin with my fingers, just anywhere that I think it should go, just evenly distributing it. And this is just gonna help us blend it out and not have the Beauty Blender or the Real Technique sponge, soak up too much product. So I'm just dabbing that, bouncing it off of my skin to just really nicely blend that into our skin. Next, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Master Concealer in 20 Light, and I'm just putting that underneath my eyes in a V shape or triangle shape. And then I'm also going to be putting it on my forehead and on my nose and my chin, and then just blending it all out eventually with the Real Technique sponge. And my Real Technique sponge is damp, by the way. I'm just making sure that everything is really nicely blended with my foundation. I don't want there to be any harsh lines or anything like that. Next, I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. High Definition Powder in Sheer, and I'm just setting my under eyes with that and anywhere we put the concealer. I really like this powder. It's super mattifying, which is really nice because I get oily in my T-zone. Next, I'm going to be taking the Milani XL bronzer, and I'm just taking the bronzer shade, not the cool tone one, and taking the e.l.f. Complexion Brush and just putting that in the hollows of my cheeks and kind of carving them out. I'm also putting this a little bit on my forehead in the temple area just so that we don't have bronzer only on our cheeks. We want everything to look very seamless. And then I'm taking the Real Techniques, I think this is the sculpting brush. Yeah, the sculpting brush in that cooler shade and just kind of contouring now instead of just bronzing up our face. And I'm taking that in more in the hollows of my cheeks. And I'm also going to be taking that up by my hairline as well. And a little bit down the side of my nose just to contour that a little bit as well. Now I'm going to be taking the Makeup Revolution Redemption Eyeshadow Palette in Romantic Smoke. And I'm just going to be taking that lighter shade and then in the middle the kind of taupey shade and putting that as my transition color. I'm just buffing that into the crease, and then I'm going to be bringing it a little bit higher up to the brow bone. This is just going to make our shadows transition a lot smoother because we have this color in our crease. And I'm just taking more of that product to deepen it up a little bit. I just really want to make sure this product is very well blended because it's going to make everything else blend very smoothly as well. We don't want it to be very harsh because we are going into darker colors later on, and we want everything to be nice and gradient along our eye. And then I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. Mad for Matte palette and taking that purpley shade and putting that in my crease with the e.l.f. crease brush. This is just going to be going a little lower than that shade we had buffed into our crease and as our transition shade to make that gradient effect start. I'm just going to be taking as much of this product as I need to create the level of depth that I want. So I'm just really going back and forth in windshield wiper motions with this brush. And then I'm going to be taking this warmer, almost reddish orange shade and making that our blendable color. So this is just going to make sure that that purple color blends, and also making it a warmer shade too, so that it doesn't look like we almost got punched in the face, because we are going to be using purples. We don't want to look bruised. We want it to be more warm. And it'll also help to keep this purple shade that we're going in with. And this is actually the e.l.f. Long Lasting Lustrous Eyeshadow in Gala. I think it's Gala, something like that. I'm just using my finger and I'm making sure not to go above my crease with this, because like I said, you don't want that purple color to go above your crease. And as well, I don't usually like shimmery colors in my crease. So I think I just took that reddish shade and am blending out that Gala shade, or Gala shade. And then this is another one of the e.l.f. Long Lasting Lustrous Eyeshadows, and this one is in Confetti. I really love this part because I think it makes that purple just pop. It's not super white. It almost just makes that purple stand out even more with the glitteriness. And then I'm just taking that reddish color again and blending it all out. I don't want any harsh lines, so I'm just making sure it's very blended on the edges there. Then I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. Intense Ink Eyeliner in black and just making a wing. So I'm starting on the inner corner and just making it little and making strokes, and then starting to tail out my wing and filling it in with the liner. I was a huge fan of this when I first used it, but I realized the second time, like right now when I'm using it, that it wasn't as black as it was before. Then I just took that third light brown shade and I'm dusting that on my lower lash line, because I am going to be going in with a darker shade, and I just wanted to make sure that that would blend easily as well. And I believe this is the e.l.f. contour brush. And then I'm going to be taking that reddish warm color again and putting that on the lower lash line. Now I'm taking the J-Cat's waterproof slide-on pencil in bronze and just putting that along my lower lash line as well. I'm putting that really close to my waterline, but not in my waterline. I'm not a big fan of putting things in my waterline because I do have really watery eyes. And then I'm just taking that brush and blending it all out. And I'm taking a little bit of concealer and just sharpening up my wing. Just because when I was doing all that shadow, it wasn't really as sharp as I wanted it to be. Now I'm just applying some mascara. It's from L'Oreal, but I don't remember exactly the name. I'll make sure to have it in the description box below so you guys can check it out. I actually really like this mascara. And I also put some on my lower lash line as well. Now I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. eyebrow pencil, and I'm just going to be filling in my brows. Just making sure to do nice and light strokes. I didn't want to make my brows super bold. And this pencil is actually a little dark for me, so I was making sure to spoolie it through and not make it super dark because I don't like my brows super bold. And then I'm going to be taking the Manizer Sisters trio that I got from Kohl's and taking the Mary Luminizer and putting that underneath my brow bone just to lift it up and highlight it a little bit. I'm also going to be putting that in my inner corner of my eye to brighten up my eye. I really love doing this, and it's definitely a must for me. Now I'm going to be taking the Morphe 9B blush palette and taking this really pretty mauve color, just dusting that over my cheeks and putting it in the apples of my cheeks as well. I really love this color, especially for fall. It's just so pretty. Now that that's all done, we're going to be taking that Mary Luminizer and putting that on our cheekbones. I am obsessed with this highlighter. It is so, so, so gorgeous. Now for the lips, I'm going to be taking the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Lip Color in High Pitched Wine. I just really like this color for fall. It's dark and kind of vampy wine color that I really enjoy. But then I kind of thought I wanted to lighten it up a little bit, so I took the Milani lipstick in Nude Cream and put that all over and just blended it in with the Mega Last Liquid Lip Color. I just thought it was a little bit too dark for the eye color. I didn't want to go so, so dramatic. And then I'm going to be taking the Milani lip gloss in 01 Bare Secret. And after I'm done with that, I am all finished off with this look. I hope you guys really, really enjoyed. And if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so I can make you guys some more videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.